Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, You Love India. So today's video, like you guys can tell by the title, it is story time. So I'm going to be telling you guys how I started being a dancer. So if you guys want to hear how I started becoming an adult entertainer, a stripper, a dancer, whatever you want to call it, go ahead and keep watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So, all right. Unlike most girls that was intrigued by the money, that was intrigued by the lifestyle, the luxurious purses, like living the whole stripper life, that was not how I got into this industry. When I first started dancing, I was like a year or 2 years out of high school. I was like a freshman in college. I was going to Miami-Dade College and stuff, and I was working on my associate's degree in hopes of becoming a registered nurse, which is, that was my dream job. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a nurse. So, yeah. Y'all know back in, I believe that was 2009 is when the recession hit. And I had got me a car, graduated from school, got me a car. I had me a nice, I think it was a 2006 Nissan Altima. The Altima Coupe, I'm gonna insert a picture of the Altima that I had. It was a pretty brown color. It was so pretty. And I had payments. That was the car that I ended up getting when I graduated from school. So at the time, I did have a job. I used to be a security officer, so I used to do a security job. So I got this car. I done started working. I've been on a job for almost a year now. So I'm a year into payments. Boom, the recession hit. So the recession hit, and guess what? Your girl got laid off. So I was one of the many officers that got laid off on my job. So I lost my job. So in my head, I'm like, I was still staying with my mom at the time. So I'm like, okay. I used to pay my mom rent. My mom ain't play that. You couldn't stay in her house and have a job and not give her nothing. She ain't play that. You couldn't stay in her house and not pay no bills. So I used to give my mom $100 every 2 weeks because I got paid every 2 weeks. So I paid $200 a month for rent. And then I had my car note, which was like $450. I think it was like $300 or $400 a month. So I had that, plus I had my car insurance. Those all the only bills I had, and a phone bill. That's it. The good life. Cause now, baby, these bills I got now, I wish I never grew up. But yeah, I had those only bills that I had at the time. So they sent out letters or whatever telling us that, you know, we are going to be laid off, and we pretty much lost our job. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't want to lose my car. Like, I love my car. Like, it's, you know how it is when you fresh out of school and you got a nice car. Everybody like, oh yeah, Toya got an Altima, da-da-da. So I was like, they gonna come take my car. So I ain't want to get my car took. So what happened was, my cousin used to be friends with a girl that was dancing already. If you in Miami, then you know you got Dade and you got Broward. It's 2 different counties, but we in the same state. But y'all already know, once you pass Davie, you in a whole nother state. It's like you done hit Alabama or somewhere already. Dade and Broward is totally different. So and Dade, you don't need a permit or nothing like that to dance. You get completely naked in Dade. But in Broward, you don't gotta get naked. All you have to do is, you can take your top off, but you had to put pasties on. So the girl was like, oh yeah, girl, you could come work with me at the club. She was like, you know, we don't get naked. You don't gotta show nothing. All you do is take off your top, and if you take off your top, you still don't show, you know, your breasts or whatever. You had to wear pasties over your areola. So I'm like, okay. Okay, I was like, it's contemplating in my mind, like, okay, I know how to dance because your girl done been a glitter girl since middle school. I was in the band, majorette captain, golden girl, all that good stuff. So I know, I know how to shake a tail feather. So I wasn't scared about dancing because I know how to dance. But the thing was, how I'm gonna be dancing for these people naked, people that I don't know. So I'm like, oh my God. But I'm like, I need this money because I don't want to lose my car.
I need that money.
So I'm like, all right. Called the girl up. She was like, we're going to start the weekend. The weekends is good. We're like, oh, you can start the weekday because it ain't really that many people in there. So you get comfortable. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to start the weekend because I need some money. Car no about to come up. Like, at this time, I ain't really know, I'm new into life. I didn't even know that they can't even take your car yet until you at least 60 days past behind on payments. But I ain't know this. I'm thinking first payment, they coming to take my baby. So I'm like, nah, let me go ahead and work the weekend because I need to get this car note money up. So boom. She was like, yeah, we gonna start at the club. The club is called Flavors. If y'all from Broward, Pompano, anything up here in the 954, y'all know what club I'm talking about. Flavors is right off Atlantic. Go to Flavors. So like any new dancer, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I packed my bag. So I ain't know nothing about dance shoes. I ain't know nothing about costumes. I ain't know nothing about none of that. Your girl went in the closet, got her best heels. When I tell you I got my best heels, I had heels that strap all the way up. I had cute little boots. Like I had got like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. Bruh. Best shoes I had in the closet. Like, I'm like, okay, I got my best heels, I'm good. Boom. When it got me some lingerie, got my best panty set. Mind you, you don't even wear panties and bras in the club. It's costumes and stuff, but I didn't know this. So I went and got me a panty and bra set, got me a bathing suit. I had to grab 2 bathing suits. Now, any dancers, y'all know, you could tell a rookie, you could tell when somebody new in the game because they have on regular shoes and they got on lingerie or they got on the bathing suit. And that was me. I was the new girl with the lingerie and the bathing suit on. So boom, I done packed all my best stuff out my closet up in my bag. I done went and got one of my old book bags. Mind y'all, I'm fresh out of, I'm just coming out of high school. So your girl got book bags galore and stuff. Got my book bags and stuff, done filled them up with all type of stuff. Got my best Victoria's Secret lotion, got my baby oil, all my good smell good so I could be, ready for the night. So I go in or whatever, I get to the club. It was a guy named Charles, he was the manager at the time. I go to the door and he's like, hey, how you doing? Like, what are you here for? He wanted to know, was I applying for a bartender, waitress, or what? So I'm like, hey, I came to dance. It's like, okay, you got your ID. So I'm nervous, shaking. Got my little book bag on my shoulder, but I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my God. So I give him my ID. He said, okay, go ahead. Dressing room is this way. You're going to go ahead and get dressed. He was like, you got to audition. So I'm like, audition? I ain't get the job. Like, I'm thinking all you got to do is come in and work. They was like, oh no, baby. We got to test you out to see if you qualify for the job. So I'm like, well, ain't this a bitch? I'm like, okay. All right, so I go in the dressing room. All the girls looking at me. I'm the new girl. People checking me out. Oh, you fine. Oh, you got a big butt. Oh, you got some nice legs. All that type of stuff. So I'm like, hey, I'm nervous in my corner. Got my bag. Put my lotion on, stuff. Put on my little smell good. Put on the best outfit I thought I had in my bag. Got my little lingerie on. Put my little closet shoes on. So I go and tell the man, hey, I'm ready to go audition. So he say, okay, this the rules. You don't get completely naked here. I'm like, okay, so now I'm feeling a little bit better. So he was like, you got to dance 3 songs. Your first song, you have to be completely clothed. Your second song, you're going to be topless. And your third song has to be a slow song. So basically, they trying to look at your body while you on stage, and they also want to see how you dance. So I'm like, okay, I got this. Like, you girl could dance, ain't no thing. So I'm like, okay. They called me up to the stage. When I first started dancing, my dance name used to be Diamond. I don't know, Players Club went through my head or something, I don't know. But your girl name was Diamond when she first started dancing. So when I first started dancing, they like, hey, Diamond to the stage, and we about to have an audition session. So I'm like, oh Lord, I'm nervous. I'm walking up to the stage. Everybody looking at me. All the new dancers all the old dancers looking at me. Y'all know how it is if y'all dancers and y'all watching this video. Y'all know how we do when new people come in and they put them on stage to audition. Everybody watching, looking. They want to see what your body like. They want to see if you know how to dance, if you entertain, if you do pole tricks, all that good stuff. So I walk up there, got my nice little two-piece on. So they start playing the first song I would never forget was when that Lil Wayne song, Millie. That was my first song. So I'm on stage, I'm like, Millie. So I'm in my head, I'm like, oh snap, I'm nervous. So I'm just like, you know what? Just act like you in the shower. So I'm in the shower, I'm doing my thing, eyes closed. Couldn't even look at the crowd because I'm so nervous. So I'm sitting here, I'm just dancing, eyes closed, dancing, Millie. Next thing you know, $2 hit the stage, $3 hit the stage, $4 hit the stage. Now we on song 2. So now they like, all right now, Diamond, we need you to take your top off. We on song 2. I'm still up there. Millie. 4, 5, 8 more dollars.
30, 37, 38, 45, 47, 15, 30, 37, 38, 45, 47.
Now I got about a good $40, $50 on stage. So DJ like, hey India, I need you to take that top off. Mind you, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I'm kind of like daydreaming up here. So he like, come on now, India, this is the second song now. So I slowly but surely start taking the top off. I ain't had no pasties. So I had to put a little bonding glue over my areolas and stuff so they couldn't see my nipples or nothing. So I finally take the top off. Take the top off, next thing you know, whoosh, somebody done threw me $100. Whoosh, more money start coming. So I'm like, okay. Now I don't open my eyes now. Now I see the money. Now my eyes open. So now I'm looking, I'm watching. I'm on stage. Start doing my little thing or whatever. So they call the third song. The third song, they play some R. Kelly song or whatever. So I'm slow dancing or whatever. Everybody noticing, okay, she know how to dance or whatever. Okay. So I'm nervous. They're like, okay, go ahead and I'll meet you in the dressing room. You know, go ahead and get your money up and stuff. So the money man came, picked up my money. So when he picked the money up, you know, different dancers like, oh, you did a good job, oh, girl, you found out, you know how to dance or whatever. A couple of girls was being nice or whatever, and I met a few dancers that night or whatever. So I picked the money up, and I think I made about $400, $500 on stage. So when I picked the money up, the guy was like, all right, let me go ahead and lay down the rules for you. You got the job. So I'm like, oh, yes, I got the job. Not only did your girl get the job, but your girl got the condo money on stage. So I'm excited now. Now I'm excited, but I'm still nervous because my job, I never did this before. So that's only the first step on my first night of dancing. So I'm like, okay. Now, I done gave the money to the girl who I came there with, and she's helping me count my money and stuff. So while she's helping count the money, the guy's pretty much telling me the rules of the club or whatever, you know, no prostitution, you know, no illegal drugs, all this type of stuff. I didn't even know you had to pay tip out. So he like, oh yeah, if you come at 8 o'clock, I think it's like $40 on day shift, and you come after 9, it went to like $60 or $70. So I'm like, okay. I never knew dancers had to pay to work. I thought you just come in this free dance. I'm thinking it's free money. I did not know you had to give money to make money, which is cool. No problem. So he's like, okay, tonight I ain't going to charge you because it's your first night. You did good on stage, but just know if you come back tomorrow, you got to have my money. I'm like, okay, no problem. So now I don't count my money up, don't wipe myself off, spray some more good stuff on, you know, got back good to go out here, put my clothes back on, now I'm on the floor. So I'm nervous. So I'm sitting at the bar and somebody come up. And they're like, hey, ma'am, how you doing? They was like, you did good on stage. You want to come give me a dance? So I'm like, huh? Me? Oh, you like it? Baby, come on, come give me a dance. So now I'm nervous. Cause I gotta sit here and dance naked for somebody that I don't freaking know. So he like, while you at it, go ahead and get you a drink. Y'all know I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker at all. I've never really been a liquor person. So I'm like, oh my Lord. Like, what I done got myself into. I done passed stage 1. Now I'm feeling like I'm on Jumanji or something. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, past stage 1. Now I'm comfortable on stage. Now, I made a little check on stage. I was proud of myself. So now I gotta dance for somebody naked. So the bartender lady was like, what do you want to drink? So I'm like, my little lame self, oh yeah, I'll just take a cranberry juice. So here go the guy, oh baby, I don't buy juice. I don't buy juice or water. You gotta take a shot or you can get a drink. So I'm like, oh shit, now I'm kind of scared because I'm like, damn, buddy, that's kind of hostile and rude. Like, you asked me what I drink. As long as it's something to drink, I thought it didn't matter. But, you do run into guys like that only buy liquor. They like, I'm not paying for no juice. I came to have a good time. Only liquor. I'm like, God damn, okay. So I'm like, I don't really drink like that. Can I have something fruity? So she was like, okay, I'm going to give you a sex on the beach. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what's in it. I don't know nothing about liquor because I don't drink. I've never been a drinker. So she gave me the drink. Tasted kind of sweet, kind of fruity. Had a little cherry on top and stuff like that. So I'm drinking, I'm dancing for the guy. So I start dancing. So he like, you gonna take your top off? Because I'm fully clothed. So I'm like, God damn. I'm nervous. I'm shaking, I'm trembling, and he just rubbing on, touching on my thighs, rubbing on my butt and stuff. So he like asked me to take the top off. So I'm like, damn, I gotta take the top off? I'm like, okay. So I take the top off. Mind you, I see all these other people watching and looking. I'm the new girl on the block. I'm the new girl in the club. So everybody watching. So I'm like, oh my God. I felt like the center of attention. So I'm like, oh. I'm sitting there dancing. The whole time I'm dancing, my top off, but I'm holding my breast. So then I feel him trying to like rub and touch on me too. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it was so uncomfortable. But baby, next thing you know, I seen a whole stack of ones come out. It probably was like $600. But to me, that was a lot of money because, I'm new to the game and I ain't never seen no money like this and stuff like this. I never even hung out in the strip club. Knew nothing about stripping, none of that. So I'm like, okay. I see the 600 ones come out, so now I'm excited. So now your girl done started letting her hand go. It probably was the drink that had done kicked in. 9 out of 10, that's what it was. The drink done kicked in, so hands down now I'm feeling myself. Now I'm just, I'm dancing. I'm having a good time. Playing in my hair. I don't even start bending it over now. So now, I'm all bending over and stuff. Money going to flying. And then he said, what you doing after the club?
No. No. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
I was so scared, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, like what I done got myself into? I done passed stage 1, which was getting on stage and auditioning. I done passed stage 2, which was dancing for somebody naked. Now it's stage 3. How the hell I tell this man I'm not leaving with him? Because I'm not that type of girl. So he like, yeah, we could go to lunch. He said we could go to breakfast, after the club or whatever, and, talk or whatever. So I'm like, I came with my cousin, so, I can't go to breakfast with you. We came together and we have to leave together, whatever. So he like, okay, take my number and we could link up and do lunch or something some other time. So I'm like, okay, I'm in school, so whenever I don't have class or whatever, we could link up. Boom, so I got him off my tail. By the end of the night, I probably made about a good $1,200, $1,300 on my first night dancing. When I tell y'all I was so excited, I was excited for one because your girl done got her goddamn car money, and what, like, I was so happy to go pay that car note. Them people probably was like, why she so happy? Like, I was too happy to go pay that car note when I got that money. Like, too happy. At the time, I did not tell my mom or my dad that I started dancing at that time. They actually didn't know nothing for, like, I want to say a good 10, almost a year. 10 months to a year is when they found out. My mom was like, whatever, like she pretty much was like, you gave me my diploma, so it ain't, you grown now or whatever. And I still was in college at the time, so she didn't really have much say so on it. My dad, on the other hand, he was saying how he gonna make somebody come drag me out the club. He gonna come in the club and drag me out the club. What he gonna do? What this, that, woody, wop. I wasn't hearing that because daddy wasn't paying my condo. Daddy was not doing none of that. So I'm like, listen, I want my car. And I still had to pay rent. My mama still want her money. So it was like, I got bills. So, you know, the first night made me good $1,300, $1,400. When it paid my car note, had money for tip by the next day. So the next day when I came, your girl was more comfortable. I was like, still shy, but the money was the adrenaline that kept me like, I'm trying to get me another $1,300 night. After seeing the first night, who not finna come back? $1,300 of tax-free money that you ain't have to work no more than about 4-5 hours for. Baby, I was all in. I was sold after that. After that, your girl been dancing ever since then. However, I still was in school. I stopped school when I was probably at my sophomore to my junior year, almost done. That's when I ended up stopping school, and you guys know that was because I ended up catching my case where I got arrested and I became a convicted felon. So that's when school was like, I gave up on it because I'm not about to go spend all my money, take out these loans, pay for college, and still can't get a job. So I gave up on it. However, your girl made that money that night, and ever since then, I've been on the pole. Do I got regrets? Not at all. I really don't. I would be lying if I told y'all I regretted dancing. I really don't. I actually have had a good life in dancing. I done had some of the rawest cars, some of the best cribs. I done met so many celebrities. I done been into so many restaurants. I done been on trips. I done been so many places. And it's a lot of people that's in this industry that used to talk about dancers, and they end up joining me. It's people that I went to school with that went to college and actually got degrees, and they're in the club. Some of them may not dance, but they waitressing or they bartending. And it's like, I'm not the type of person that judge people because I'm a hustler. If you don't learn nothing else about my channel, your girl gonna keep her job. I don't care how many niggas try to take me out the club, how much money my nigga got, how much money any nigga that come to me got. I gotta have my own money. I believe in holding my own weight. That's just me. So I don't give a damn if I gotta go sell lemonade, if I gotta go out there and sell paper, water, whatever I gotta sell. Just believe I'm not going without. I'm not gonna be out here with my lights off, without no car, homeless, any of that. As long as I got legs, you know I'm going to get it. That's one thing you're gonna learn about me in my channel. I'm a hustler. It is what it is. So I've been hustling for about 10 years ever since. I've been in the game probably about 10 years, and I really don't got no regrets. I really have had a really, really, really good life. May not have the best relationships because most of my relationships, I ended up gaining them from the club life. So I may not have had the best relationships, but living, lifestyle, all of that, I can't complain. So, yeah, that's how I got into dancing, because so many people have asked me, like, I'm so intelligent, and the way I carry myself in the club is not the ordinary dancer. Like, I'm totally different from regular dancers that you see in the club. So a lot of people question themselves as to why am I there, or how did I get myself into this industry. And that's how. Trying to pay a goddamn car note, trying to pay bills, trying to keep up with the lifestyle that I had, which was having a car and a roof over my head, which is what most people that's out here sacrificing and doing things for, is to provide for themselves, for their family, and things like that. So that's how I ended up dancing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I will definitely be doing more story time. It's a whole lot of more things that I will be telling you guys, talking about, and sharing with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more of this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video.